Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's James. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Works the middle of the field.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Randall. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's James. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Randall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk yard, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Using his legs, it's Richard. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's James. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This Boston College offense has it working. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. Got a little space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some long plays. They've got it on offense. To the air. It's Klubnik. Gets it to the back. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move to get open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Zings it complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's James. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Flips it out on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Harris. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Boston College will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Trying to move them on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys understanding. I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Touchdown Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Brings up second down.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's James. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Give to the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab. It's Moore.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's James. Got the quick pass.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Makes the catch. It's Bond. And they're able to get him down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's James. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
With the catch, it's Bond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking for a man, it's James. A little screen to the running back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Got his man! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. The give. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Touchdown, Boston College! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. Then more drives like this is what's needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Was completed via the screen. Gain of 18. First down for the offense.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Davidson. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers.
Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Picks up. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's James. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The sure hands, it's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martinez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Richard. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Franklin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Clemson, 38, Boston College, 14.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you deserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Looking to throw for it. Fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Off play action. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking for a man. It's James. Got it set up on the outside. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The give on the option. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll leave it with him. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st down from the 11. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The field goal is no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's James. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.